and you were just saying, Jeff, we might have a problem with my Z650 1100 project and its hydraulic clutch
It's
conversion.
not a problem. It just the unit you've got.
You've got this beautiful Oberon slave unit to go on the thing. So what's the problem?
Well, to keep. We've got to look at it at the side of the bike so you can see.
And look at the bike. Just a second, we'll just stop here. Right, okay, we're now looking at the...
I don't know how it's... I think is it designed to go that way?
Well, I would imagine it's designed so that that's at the top. The bleed impulse is going to be at the top.
Like that?
Yes, I would think so, yeah.
But the question is, when we line it up there, that is so close.
Which is the line...
Look, it's not... Yeah, if we take that out...
Yeah.
And although I've not... I mean, I can look at it... I can guess it to a degree, and it's virtually right up against the case.
Okay, because I thought you checked it before and it was okay.
We could spin it. The only thing we could do is spin it a little bit, but it's got to look right.
Well...
I mean,
well, have we got anything that lines up with that hole there so we can check?
Even there, that's not lined up.
Okay, well that cost me £100, so hopefully I can reuse it.
The only other thing is we could put it in like that.
Yes, we could do.
I think it'd go like that, but the thing is, the line would go in from the top.
Yes.
But the bleed nipple, if the hole's there, it might still get air in it.
I think at that angle, I think you're okay. I don't think you're going to have a problem. Even if you can just take it off, bleed it, and put it back on again.
This is what might have to happen.
It's not ideal, but
I'm thinking if you try and, we might be all. Yeah.
If it was kind of like a V, and so the V was like that.
It might, it might actually be better if we can keep it, like or maybe slightly like that.
Yeah, like a V.
Because what we've got to watch is when we machine the cat, we've got to make sure that the two mounting holes don't interfere.
Yeah. Okay.
Or we may have to do a bit of milling. So it may end up having to be slightly.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, if it's like this, I think it looks better actually as a V, upright V, than it would be like that. You know. So hey ho.
But if we'd have to put a banjo fitting on that.
Yes, yeah, and see.
Well, what I need to do is obviously put a banjo fitting on it and tilt it when it's on. Bore it, set it on, and then tilt it with the banjo fitting bolting on. Because what we might have to do is actually put the line on and then bolt it in.
Yes, yeah.
This is all the little things that
these things happen with custom bikes.
Be done, yeah.
It's not in the world. Yeah. Okay.
That would have probably been ideal if it had had if it had gone in underneath and had the bleed nipple on top.
It doesn't.
But it doesn't.
Well, I picked that one because it's made for a ZRX 1200.
Yeah.
And I wanted to use a ZRX 1200 master cylinder to keep it all Kawasaki, you know. So that's the reason I picked that one.
Right.
Anyway, you live and learn. We'll see how that goes. If it doesn't fit, then I'll get another one, a different style. But for now, put that back in.
Yeah,
it's nice, isn't it? It's really nice.
Yeah, it's lovely that.
Okay. Right, moving on then. So now, Jeff, we've moved over to your pillar drill, and you're happily drilling holes. And this is my inner plate.
Inner plate, yeah.
For the outrigger bearing support plate.
Right.
And you've now shaped this slightly.
I've been getting all the points in. This is this one here. It won't matter with that one. Well, now I've got that point in. Now I can mill them.
Yes.
And I might do a little bit of fancy milling just round this end here. I'll leave the bottom like that because it's not. You don't really see it once the frame tube.
But to be clear, the holes in here already. These are all mounting holes to bolt this to the case.
To the original.
The holes you're drilling now are something different. These are the holes that will carry the bolts, which in turn will hold the outer
and the outer plate.
So there'll be a spacer here.
So there'll be one
standoff spacer.
Well, this is where one's going, and I'll mill it down, come round it, and shape it.
And there might be 4 of them or something, or 5?
4.
4.
And what I was actually going to work out is if I can use, maybe if it's clear, I could thread one of the in the casing, just use one of them with a spacer with the 8mm on.
Right.
I don't need to do it on mine because that picks up with the bottom mount.
Yeah,
but with yours, it's
different.
I'll have to work out where I can get one.
Yeah. Because obviously it's going to have to avoid these holes. Going to have to avoid everything else that's going on.
Yeah, it's got to avoid the chain,
and the slave, the gear change, and the clutch. So
well, I know that's the gear change hole, right. So I know to keep clear of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So you carry on then, and I'll drink some more tea.
Well, let's just drill
that hole there.
Well, what I need to do is now I drill it, and actually I need to thread it. Are we still on it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We need to thread it in situ.
Yeah.
Because the thread's got to be pretty smack on because I'm putting studs in it and screwing spacers.
Line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to put bolts all the way through. What I want to do is actually have the spacers all pre-tightened so that then you can...
Oh, so these are going to be blind holes then?
These are threaded holes.
Yeah.
We'll lock a Loctite put a high tensile piece of stud in the hole.
Yeah.
Screw the spacer onto it.
And
thread the spacer.
Right.
And then we can put stainless Allen bolts.
So it's not going to have a very long bolt all the way through the spacer. The spacer itself will be threaded.
The spacer, which is probably going to be a 2.5, 3 inches long. It's something around there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it's going nowhere basically. Right, just this bit. Okay, so now we're back at the vise. You just got that clamped on.
Once we've got it in about, 3 or 4 mil. A good few turns, as long as you don't
yank it on. Yeah.
Okay. Once the stud goes in and the spacers are all machined and it's tightened up.
Okay.
I did find some aluminium for the stuff where.
Oh, it's down here somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can work them out at a later date.
Yeah. All right, so that's one done. 3 more to go, and then you're going to mill off.
Well, the outrigger's held by the engine bolt.
Yes.
That's the top one. There's that one. We'll probably, what I've got to do is work out where the bottom one's going to go. I think as long as it's the same distance from the push rod hole, it'll probably end up being somewhere around there. And then once we've got them datum points in, I can put a mandrel in that with the outrigger plate, slide it on, clamp it, and then mark all them holes. So they're
and
all
then drill as well. Yeah. One more point, of course, is this is I believe 90mm thick or 3/4 inch.
I think it's.
And the reason is,
and
the reason it's so thick is because you're having to tap it like that. It's got to be strong. It's got to be
it's
inflexible.
Well, that's the original. Yeah. And you're always thinking if you're trying to bolt an outrigger plate, there's no meat on it. Is there? A couple of 6 mils aren't really. No. You want 8.
Yeah. No point having an outrigger. It's going to move and bend, is there? Okay. Okay, so that one's done, Jeff. What's next? You're going to do the other holes?
Well, I've got the. Now I've got my datum point there. I can mill round. I can come round that.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, have we got a piece of our? I think there's some aluminium bar on just behind my engine on the engine. No, not there. On the thing. Is it some 16mm? Yeah, I'm going to make the spacers hopefully out of that. That's all I've got as well.
Oh well, we'll get some more.
But that's a bit grotty. It's a few marks on that.
Well, it can be machined down.
So basically, we'll have a space about there.
Right.
One about there. And we'll see somehow if we can get one in.
Yeah.
Around here.
Right. And then of course you're saying these will be drilled and tapped in turn.
Yeah.
To carry the bolts.
So basically,
oh, here we go. There goes
Isn't that marvellous?
Yeah, just in time. Just in time.
Yeah. So, like I say, we can do them.
Yeah. Now, how long would they be?
I've got some 3/4. It might be better. I could make them a little bit bigger actually.
Yeah. Now they won't be that long, of course. They'll only be what about?
Oh God, we're only
20mm or something.
Probably. We're only looking maybe 2.5 inches, 2 inches, 2.5 inch wide.
Just to clear the chain and so on. Okay, so that's progress to date on the outrigger bearing. Let's now move on and look at something else. One more thing, Jeff. Before the cases go off to be vapor blasted, these barrels need to be bored out to 73.5, I think. And so I think I can take them today and
if you want,
sort it out. Yeah. And there was some debate about whether it's better to have it blasted first and then bored, or bored and then blasted, because I'm a bit worried that the blasting process might damage the brand new bores. But I think that isn't really a worry. They can be protected when it's been blasted. So yeah, I'll take it to be bored now. It'll end up being 73.5mm, which is 1mm over, which gives us about 1135cc altogether. And the reason for doing that is because one of these cylinders is damaged. It's got a slight chip in it.
It's the actual one, you can't see it. It's this face here.
Yeah.
Where I think maybe a circlip's come out.
I just hope. I can feel it there. I just hope that extra half a mil is going to clear that.
It will.
Okay.
It'll clear that.
So I'm going to take this away soon and get it rebored by a local company called Micro Precision Engineering, which is what they specialise in engine work like this. So yeah, that's what's next. Right, Jeff, here we are back in your workshop again, and you've done quite a lot of work on that outrigger bearing support plate. Inner's done, outer's almost done.
We've made the inner spacers.
Yes.
They're actually going to go through into the original crankcases, so we've got to thread 2 of them 8mm.
Yeah.
Whereas that one there is threaded into the outrigger plate.
Yeah, okay, but you've hit a small problem with my beautiful Oberon.
It's in, yeah.
Yeah, it's in.
It's in,
yeah.
But ideally, to get the fitting in, it'd have to go there, and then that interferes with our little outrigger bearing.
Right. Not good.
Virtually, to get it to clear, if we can just put like even say 6mm in it, it'd have to go there, and then it's fouling where the banjo goes.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. Okay. Well,
ideally. Although it would work, I mean, we could mill out some of the carrier.
No, it's okay, it's okay. We've got a contingency plan. Right, so with that then, that can go back in its box, and I'll use it on something else.
The only way to do it is like I've done with that, to get a ZXR
so if I now
751.
go around the corner and look at your project, where you're using a different
I mean, that is
slave.
lovely.
It is lovely.
If it had been
but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit, that's the problem. Right, hang on, we're going to come around this side now. Okay, so we've come around now to look at your Kawasaki Z project with its similar outrigger bearing support, but you've got a slave that actually works, that fits quite well because it's a different design. So what's that from?
That's off a ZXR 750. I'm not sure what model, but I think the loan.
Whereas mine is from a Z RX 1200.
It's got a little lump of casting there, but that could be filed round and polished, and we could still get a nice ring.
So what I need to do then, what I need to do is get myself a version of one of them.
Ideally,
all right, no problem.
Unless you can get a billet one, I don't know.
I will get a billet one, don't you
worry. It needs to be 2-bolt with the bleed nipple
at the top.
It needs to be a billet copy of that if you can get one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Expensive mistake, but no great problem, because I can reuse that on something else. I'll have to go and buy a Kawasaki Z650 1200 now. Right, okay. Yeah, so that's lesson learnt. And let's see what else has been going on. Okay, okay, so moving on then. You'll notice something missing from my engine.
Barrels.
Barrels have gone. So they've gone off to be rebored. And they've gone to a local place, a local workshop, who I've used before. And they're called Micro Precision Engineering. And I'll put the details up.
Automotive, is it?
Automotive, yeah, mainly.
Mainly.
Quite busy at the moment, as always they are. And it's going to be about 2 weeks before I get the block back. So, no great rush for that. So yeah, we are making progress slowly. And let's see what else is going on. Okay, Jeff, we're now back at my bike. There's that disc you've got, sort of raw material almost. And you're going to make a bearing support.
Yeah. Well, what it is, the bearing will actually push in there, and I want to make it so it presses in.
Yes.
So then it'll slide in, drill it, and ink. We've got our cap. Yeah. That'll be in the next exciting
episode. Yeah. And that's why we can't use that rather beautiful Oberon slave, because
if you started to mill all that away, it'd look
crap.
Daft,
okay, I have got a question for you, Jeff, which is that when we make these things, there's two options when it comes to the actual support process. One is, let's just explain what's going on. If I get closer. Okay, yeah, so question is, how are we going to do this? Because you're going to have the sprocket here. Yeah.
You can buy sprockets that have bearing supports in them.
Yes.
But what with the problems over the years, if you bolt a sprocket to that shaft and then have it, the odds of that running
to
absolutely smack on is highly unlikely.
Yes. So I do need an offset sprocket anyway to clear the rear wheel, because it's a wider wheel.
The only option is to support it and actually leave it fractionally loose with the nut locked, so the sprocket has got a tiny bit of float in it.
Right. We're going to have a bearing here, which will then carry a support shaft going in, where my finger is, which will then be a sort of loose fitment to the sprocket itself, which is an offset sprocket, so it's going to have a hollow in it, which it will slide into, and that's the support. Yeah. The alternative is it's fastened permanently to the outer plate, and it rotates on a bearing inside the sprocket. So we're not doing that, we're doing that first option. We do need a sprocket though, and you can buy offset sprockets of various lengths or offsets, but I noticed that a lot of folks are using ZZR 1200, sorry no, ZZR 1100 sprockets, because they've got a built-in offset anyway of about 5/8 or 3/8, I can't remember now.
5/8, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I think it's 3/8.
Yeah, for some reason it's in inches, I don't know why. Why it's not metric, I don't know, but that's the way it is. So I think I might need that. I might need one of those ZZR 11 sprockets, which I've not got yet.
One
oh, you've got one?
I've got one, but it's a used one.
Oh, it's okay.
So
it'll be okay
good
just for
setting up and
yeah,
checking, yeah.
Okay, so that's what's next. Yeah. And I think that's about it when it comes to the old Z.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, so with that then, Jeff, we'll click quits for this week, and hopefully by the time I come back next week, I may have the block back from being bored out, but we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching, and cheers.